Hey everybody, welcome to Over the Cauldron podcast. I'm Minerva Crowhurst.
And I'm Cordelia Blackwood.
And we're your hosts through this little journey today.
Yeah, so how's everybody's holiday? Hope it was a good one and you survived.
You survived? I know you had a crazy holiday time.
My baby girl has a birthday on Christmas. Yes, I had her Christmas night, and I will never financially recover from this, as Tiger King said.
You know what's so funny is, if you can't tell, this is a relaxed episode.
This is our little fuck it episode.
Yeah, a little goof off episode. My mom and I were just talking about that, and I was like, yeah, probably didn't help that I was 2 weeks after Christmas, and then my sister was 2 weeks after me.
Oh, my goodness.
My mom was like, oh, and then, she gets about a month to financially recover before my brother's birthday.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Yeah.
And, and we got one more holiday, and that's New Year's Eve, New Year's.
Cannot wait for that. Another day and a half off of work, and that's great. Super pumped about that because I got a day and a half off during the holiday for Christmas Eve and Christmas.
Yes.
I know. I was like, oh, I love my job. I'm so thankful. I gotta have that time, and then I get it for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day too.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I gotta work the 4 hours on New Year's Eve, like normal. But anyways, podcast's not about my job. But yeah, we just
hopefully we will have it paying some bills, not all the bills.
Yeah, need it. But yeah, we're talk about about the year, how this year was, because we did a little reading last year. For this year, we're going to see exactly how much was accurate and how much changed.
Yeah, exactly.
What we were able to influence. If any.
And then we did one for this year, or this upcoming year.
Yeah.
So we'll be sharing that too, pictures and all.
Yep. And then at the end of the show, I'm going to be drawing a card for each of the signs for your theme of the year. Just one card, just kind of give you a theme of what your year might be, a little overall. Well, this might be reoccurring. So, yeah.
All right, let's get it started. So let me bring up.
Can I bring up mine? Okay, that's mine. Remember, mine's like Cliff Notes because.
I can't. It's the picture's like so small. Like
I wrote mine down. I probably took pictures, but
I did screenshot
the
whole thing. But what it. Okay, so do you want to go first, or you want me to go first?
Maybe we should just talk about our Januaries and then move forward.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll just each kind of go from there. I'll talk about it. My January, so the deck that I used is the Book of Shadows, and there's the As Above and As Below deck within it. So there's two decks, just so everybody can kind of get an idea. And I'll tell you what the decks mean in the regular deck, just so you know, because they're not the same names. So but there's that. So my January was Summerlands, and that's kind of talks about Fool. It's kind of like the Fool, but a little bit more of a description of focus. Just kind of stated needed to focus on the new journey for myself and new ideas. And in January, trying to think back to my January. It's been so long, but I do think that because I think I was working towards a promotion for working. You know what I was. Now that I think about it, which was a new journey because I was like, well, here we are in this crazy job. So there's that. But yeah, I would say that was it. And it was talking about making new ideas for myself. And I will say maybe it wasn't exactly in January for the new idea, or maybe it was in a little seed, but I definitely had some ideas come to fruition over the course
You
of
know
that year.
what? Because my January kind of has something like that. It was the month for planning and making choices and getting myself ready for something. And I think this is when we were like kind of like spitballing ideas, and I think the podcast was one of them.
Yeah, because we kind of like bounced it around and back and forth, and we're like, well, we'll see, and then we just kind of really, lately, we're like, you know what, we really got to get serious.
Yeah,
and we did.
Yeah.
And do you have any other notes from your?
I think that that was when we were really like kind of just like seeing what stuck to the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that was accurate. I think that was pretty accurate.
Yeah, for both of us, I think so too.
Yeah, and then my February said it was gonna be mindful of where I put my energy, and everyone who's gonna try and like suck up my energy. And this is like I'm currently like separated and stuff right now from my soon-to-be ex-husband, and I think that was pretty accurate because he started getting a little crazy, little talking real reckless, like
wow. A little crazy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say, well, mine, my February was 3 of water, which is 3 of cups. But it was more talking about like gratitude, a time of being grateful what was to come. And I did make a side note on that. Essentially, was that it was either going to be my other business that I have, or it was going to be work. And I will say that was initially when things started. I started getting more. I actually got more responsibility at the job in February. So I took over some things in February when somebody left. So it was nice.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm saying my March, 7 of air, 7 of swords, but a little different because it has fairies on that card. It's actually the air sign symbols are probably one of my favorite in the cards because they're little fairies is what they use as air. I love it. And it talks about agreement, balancing, finding answers in the questions. I wrote down 2 guides, but I know what that means later. But it's talking about balancing. You know what? I really did have to kind of learn how to balance my original responsibilities and then my new ones. So, what about your March?
Well, it said I could feel like really depleted or defeated. Like also the time to sit and be patient with myself and continue to relax and prepare myself for any crap that I was dealing with. And honestly, I think that checks out because I think that's when I found it to be like more of like seasonal depression, but like maybe it was because it was an ending, and no one likes endings. Like no one goes and gets married like, I can't wait till the day I get divorced.
Well, like there was a point I did, and then I got divorced, and I was like, this is beautiful, but that was after I left. That wasn't.
Yeah, but you weren't on your wedding day thinking that, like, hey. Well.
No, I wasn't.
Oh god. But yeah, no, so yeah, of course, like no one likes an ending, especially with that. And I feel like, and that is also checks because that is also his birthday month, so
bye.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think that was 100% accurate.
March Aries. But how was your April for that?
Oh my goodness. It just says it's a gamble with what I'm doing with the energy, that I could do things or abide by my limits. Which, yeah, like that I wouldn't say that's 100% true what happened in April, but like I tried to fix things that was clearly beyond my, expectation, and it wasn't well received, and I just kind of had to deal with it. So okay. I think I handled it really well, and just kind of was just like, all right, let's quit fucking around and let's do something. And I think this is like kind of like the finalization. I think it went into also what May, what happened next. Pretty much, it kind of just sort of melted together, and kind of was like finding my footing from then on.
Yeah.
So
sounds like a super fun month. My April was about healing, because that was the Crone of Water, which essentially it's like the three, the maiden, mother, and crone. Mm-hmm. And that's through like each suit. And so like the mother, but it's the crone, and that just talks about a time of healing and paying attention, and like remembering and just like reflecting a little bit and trying to be more wise. Trying to think back to my April, and that's probably true. I probably should have been doing that, but I'm not sure if I actually was doing that during that time. I think I was putting myself through a little bit of stress.
Yeah,
that's all right though.
It happens, so
yeah. And then for my May, it was 6 of Fire, which is 6 of Wands. And it's more about happiness. You know what? And I'll say that too, because it was more, and I was trying to be more reserved, this is actually funny because the people listening to this podcast know that I'm married, but nobody else, as you know, because you were there, actually knows that I'm married currently. A lot of my family do not know. A lot of my friends actually do not know. So, and it's funny because that's the time we decided, we're like, you know what, F it, we're just gonna do it, and this is when we're gonna do it. And so it was a time, because we did.
Yep.
Which is actually funny because in June I had 7 of Earth, and which is Pentacles kind of, but it talked about courage and needing to be extra more careful and move kind of more gracefully with courage, because this is going to be and I said it was going to be work related, which I do think actually it was both my personal life and work related, because I did have to there were some things at work that I had to handle, but the whole month of June, I couldn't tell anybody. I didn't tell anybody anything. It was just like boom, bam.
Yeah.
Hey, we're getting married.
Like, by the way,
that's probably not me.
This is happening.
I was like, hey, come to my wedding.
Yeah, right.
In a cemetery. But how was your June?
It said that, I was ready to get back out.
All right. And little whoops. And so we're back. And so we're going to go ahead and get with Cordelia and have her go
my June and July. My June and July kind of flipped, because it said that my July I was going to be shelling out lots of money and to be careful of who wants handouts and set your boundaries, whereas June was like, you kind of want to get yourself back out there, like dating wise, but not necessarily taking it too seriously. With that being said, I am still not seeing anybody as of December 2025. So yeah, I feel like I just needed more time to heal with everything, and when it comes to that, like I'm not opposed to the idea. You just gonna have to bring bring your A game, because I got 2 kids and I really don't have time to play around with anybody. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if I want to do that, then I would have done that. Just looking for something just a little more, you know, so. And I don't think there was anything wrong with that, especially when I got the bare minimum before.
Facts.
So.
Facts.
I'm honestly holding out for the real thing. It ain't no big deal. But yeah, my June, however, was got some money owed to me, so that was nice. And it lasted until right about now, and that was my kid's Christmas, so you know.
Came in clutch, though, I guess.
Yes, it really did, because without it, I don't know what would have happened. I don't know what would have happened. So I'm really, really thankful to do my, like, abundant spells and, you know, just making sure I was fruitful in that way, and that's what happened. That was one of my many...
Get your money back.
Yeah. That was one of the many spells I did, and fucking worked.
That's what you gotta do, though.
You know, so, but yeah, how was your July?
So, July, I had a Lilitha. Oh, I know I'm saying that wrong. But it was talk about transition. It was like more successful month. And it was, I had wrote down transferring into a new position or more stuff with my other business, and that's when I got actually, like, I did get more responsibility. I got promoted. I just got more responsibility, more solid responsibility, I should say, because I had sporadic things I was doing. I got promoted. I actually got promoted, got my raise in July. Regret, but just because the next couple of months.
Yeah, that was like some Wild Wild West shit. Yeah.
So that was good. And then my August was 4 of water. It talked about love. It talked about a time of painful healing, or not a time of painful healing, but that was kind of, it's interesting because, and if I remember correctly, I did get that reading in August, or I actually got it in September. I don't remember. Or maybe, anyways. Don't remember how long ago it was, but this was talking about more getting back into doing what I was doing before, with practicing. It was a painful month with work, though, I'll tell you that. But it is what it is. It was a transition also, and kind of like flippy-flopped, I guess, too, even carried over. What about your August?
It said it was the turnaround that people would start making sure that I start succeeding and getting where I need to be and stuff. And I think this was honestly when we started making, because we were messing with another idea. Like we still haven't just put it on the back burner, but we brought forward
that was
the podcast.
Yeah. Over that.
Yeah. So I think that was extremely accurate.
Yeah.
So. But, oh my gosh, September, it would be tested, like, with old patterns, you know, and, okay, so, so this, I don't necessarily think it, like, in a way it did, but it didn't. It said I would be tested with the patterns of old, same people, situations are different, same situations, like, you know, repeat cycle type shit. And I can say that is true, but I recognized what it was, and then I made sure it wasn't. Yeah. More shit, just more shit with just, you know, the ins and outs of getting divorced. It's hell out there.
Oh my god. Why did I wrote tomatoes on there. That's interesting. Anyways, but my September, the card was the God. And it was talking about protection, doubling up on protection, redoing the protection I had in my house. And that was the time I felt like I was having a lot of spiritual things going on. And that is also about the time I thought my first husband, was doing, because he was a practitioner. So I thought I was like, oh my God, I gotta redo it. So I do think that is probably correct for that month, which is interesting because like what I was talking about in August, I do remember it was October because of the time frame I had after that reading. Because it would end in this month, which it is. That card was the Mother of Fire, and that talked about cleansing and doing more fire magic, more protection, which is interesting because that's when I got the reading and started doing those started heading to do those cleansing baths. So that makes sense. And I think I was doing a little bit more candle work, but I don't think it was too much more.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'd say that was pretty good.
Wow.
What about your October?
Well, that's my birthday month.
Yeah.
And I think that was our very first podcast.
Yep.
Episode.
Yay.
Yep. Breaking out of old habits and keep pushing and focusing on yourself. Things will start to show themselves positively this month. So might be on a small scale, but things will be working out.
You can't see the facial expressions in the movements I am doing right now.
Oh my gosh. Heck yeah. Yeah.
Oh, but then you're November.
My November, so funny because this is when I actually got real o'clock and like, no, this is, and kind of tail between legs, like, oh, I'm sorry, I don't expect you for take me back. I'm like, well, yeah, that's right, I'm not going to take you back. Are you kidding me?
Absolutely.
Are you kidding me?
Absolutely.
I'm actually thriving more without, the added drama and the negative pattern. And I had heard this quote recently, like, when a woman leaves you for peace and not another man, like, that's when she realizes her worth.
Who?
So, yeah. No, that is extremely true, and that's exactly what happened in November. December, well, you're looking at it, just thriving, and I think this is the surprise, the start a whole new chapter and setting up our 2026 with everything we're doing right now. I think from October to December it was very productive and we got a lot done.
Yeah.
We learned a lot.
Sure did.
And
you can probably tell that the quality of mics are a lot better.
Yes.
Thank you, new mics.
Right.
No more of that other stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Super inexperienced, but that's okay. We
are all learning here. So, and if you're still here with us, thank you for sticking around and working with the technical difficulty beat. So,
I'm just so glad I don't have to amplify this episode 600 times. But you know what's actually also funny is November for me was the Crown of Fire. It talks about fertility, which I'm like, okay. But it's also end of an era, which that is the month. Actually, like right at the end of October, beginning of November is when management changed at work. And there was also a lot of other changes right at the end of October. So there's a lot of changes. There's a few of us left, but that's okay. And then new management
fire
came
clock. That's
Mother
what I
of
kept.
fire.
That's what I kept referring to. Fire o'clock. Oh shit! It's a fire o'clock.
Mother, and then the mother of fire and Corona fire. Got it. Because I do think it was the end of October when coworkers, and then beginning of November when management switched, which was nice. Because now it's way better. But anyways, so that was kind of like my November, and then you already did you read your December?
Yeah.
Okay, and then my December. I just want to make sure. Like, oh no, for a fire. I had so much fire at the end there, but it was communication. Need to be direct, take action, which is funny. I know the way you're looking at me right now. Be open and be direct. Not going to get super into that, except for I will say this. I have been very much this entire month. I have been very communicative in all aspects of my life too, in all honesty. Which is great for me because sometimes I don't do that. I hold back a little bit. But no, I don't. Especially at work because I like my job, but then I just kind of lose my mind. Scorpio Mars kicks right in. Says,
yep.
We're done. But yeah, so comparative of our year from last year.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Not too bad. I would say.
Yeah.
Say, oh.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I gotta scroll.
So you kind of, we're going to talk a little bit about the spreads we took right before we recorded.
So my theme for my spread was strength. Excuse me. Really should have wrote this down a little bit. I used my Buffy the Vampire Slayer tarot card deck, and stakes are wands and saints. Oh my god, I'm not saying that right at all. Are sights.
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
Sights are swords, and chalices are cups. So I end up getting the Knight of Stakes, or the Knight of Wands, and saying, stay in integrity, because, that's the more, like, adventurous, like, thrill-seek, like, fire card, so, I have to set boundaries and, kind of stay focused at the mission at hand. Like, yeah, it's cool to have fun, but, can't really do leisure with business because, you don't want to poop where you eat or eat where you poop.
Absolutely not.
So, however the term is.
Yeah. Eat where you shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm a mother of two, like, young kids. Like, I have to.
This is gonna be.
It's out of habit.
Yeah. And plus, the YouTube is, I put it for adult 18 and over, anyways, because I know we slip with cussing.
Yeah. I know I said shit, like, all the time. Like, yeah,
that's me. All of them.
That's me and my. Oh, that was actually the first swear word my daughter said was shit. I'm like.
Hey.
But you know what? I could easily blame that on my mom because she's saying, like, that's you, mom. Like, teaching my daughter how to say that word.
Well,
I think I've the earliest from, like, my mom used to actually wash our mouths out with soap whenever we did cuss, and I think I don't think I ever said the F word in front of her. But I did say, it was for shit. I got my mouth washed out with soap by saying the word shit. Yeah.
I know. I've had my mouth washed out with
and
soap.
For bitch.
Whew, I think for the same. And I know probably for fuck, because that is probably one of my favorite cuss words. And I use it too much, and actually I've been trying really hard to not cuss as much. Because it's fun, but I try not to as much because I don't want to slip in front of other people's kids.
Right, and then just because I have my son his first cuss word was "damn it," so
that's not terrible.
Yeah,
and honestly, shit's not terrible either. But
bitch, however, and fuck.
Oops.
I don't think I said the F word in front of my mom until I was 12, 13.
I know when I said it to my mom, I regretted that. And
was it like an FU or wasn't it F?
Yeah. Yep. And I went straight to my dad's. I'm pretty sure it was like a week or two later. A week later, a couple days later, she's like, I got you a plane ticket. And I was gone. I was like, man, to never do that again. She was not playing no games.
Yeah.
But.
No, I have a black mama, so I got choked up saying that in front of my brother and my friend. That was really
super fun.
Yeah. But what? We left off on February, right? So February, I got the Ten of Pentacles, and it also said to embrace uncertainty.
Yeah.
I think that I hope we can change it. I think all this is subject to change, just like this year with my June and July got switched. So honestly, I'm gonna work at it. But in my March, I also have that's nine of swords. So yeah,
that's cool. I got it later too. Well, I got one of them later.
I just gotta stop and take a breath of what's happening, and kind of just try not to crash out.
Well, it's okay sometimes. I shouldn't say that because I know when I crash out, it's bad. So
yeah.
Well, what about your April?
So I got the Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords reversed. And that I would be, basically experiencing changes.
That's not bad.
But, a little chaotic, but...
Hey!
It's changes nonetheless.
Yeah, what change isn't somewhat chaotic, though?
Yeah. To those who had easy, it happens. I'm not opposed in saying that it doesn't, but most change comes from chaos, and I honestly think it's all about what you've learned when you did your shadow work. Just put it in up front and center,
Yeah. Every change in my life, I'm for sure, has definitely been born of chaos. So, yeah.
The Libra in me, I try to avoid the chaos whenever I can. I don't like the confrontation, and what's crazy was when I was younger, I used to be about that life, bring that ruckus. I don't. Yeah. It's enough of that I've done in my life that I'm just you know what? Maybe not. Maybe not do that. And what's funny? During the holidays, I actually got into it with someone over a parking spot, and I'm like, lady, are you for real trying to fight me right now over a parking spot?
Well, it's the holidays, and that's how people are.
Yeah.
That's just what I expect.
I'm like, you know what? You snooze, you lose. How about that? How about that?
Yeah.
So she, of course, called me by my name, and I told her that she had the day that she deserves with the finger. Because, our famous rapper out here is Eminem. So, famous for just not giving a fuck. So,
yep.
Also a fellow Libra. So
that's right. That's so funny.
Oh my goodness. So how are your not June, but January, February, March?
It looks like I have, it doesn't look like I have the Empress for January. So to me that just kind of talks about continuing to start with like a fertile idea. It's like still continuing to grow. They're usually, Empress usually, when I have done readings, usually means, not usually, but more often than not, pregnant. Or again, the new idea or new thing growing, and continuously growing. The February, get out of here, Demu, is the Nine of Cups, which kind of just sits there and just like, I'm probably going to just have a lot. I feel like I'm going to have a lot on my plate. That's how I'm going to interpret it. Is I'm going to have a lot on my plate, and I'm going to have to just kind of hopefully have it together.
Should we actually tell them, like, because that's February, right?
That's going to, so go ahead, yeah.
So February is going to be a big month for us because, as you know, it's Black History Month. And it's also Valentine's Day. So we are going to be just cramming out episodes for you guys about, Black witchcraft, voodoo, hoodoo,
Yeah. And then all of the super fun love stuff and like the love witchcraft and like the love spells or whatever. And like kind of like how that originated and some of what they did back in the day.
Yeah. Actually, I just invoked Aphrodite. So that would be a particularly fun episode to kind of delve into as well.
Yeah.
Yep. So.
Well, I'm gonna let you take the lead in that one. That'll be nice.
So maybe. So I think really what it interprets with mine and incorporated with yours is that like you are, because you are Capricorn. We'll try to like take the reins more. I'm like, no. Yeah. Like, I'm, just let me do it. I got this one.
Yeah. I have, it's so hard. But I get it though.
Because, like, I think most of your stress is probably going to come from work.
Oh, I know.
So.
Because there's a few things I foresee with that right now. But it's fine. But my Mars is Judgment, which I do think that there's gonna be some stuff with work related. I'm gonna have to make a judgment call.
That's why I said what I said. Yeah.
And so I do think that that's gonna be. I'm gonna be like, well, you did too. So it'll be fine.
Yeah. Yep. And let's see. So my May is the Three of Cups. So we're in celebration mode, with friends, family, close camaraderie. But, I also got a warning to watch for the signs for, mischief, people who indulge in that sort of thing. So, and my June, I got the, what was that, 9? Oh my god, it's so blurry. Oh my god, hold on a second, because I think I took another picture. Oh, okay, so it's the 9 of Stakes. So 9 of Wands upside down. Oh my god, what is that?
I think honestly there's just going to be a lot of stuff coming your way with opportunities and ideas. The 9 of Wands, if I remember.
Yeah, but it was upside down, so that's more like impulsiveness. Yeah. But it's upside down, so something's gonna happen where I'm just gonna, enough's enough.
Well, it's funny because we both have that in common with June.
Yeah.
So, but we also have something in common in May as well with that. So it's like little weird vibe energy.
Yeah.
I mean, and for the rest of like pretty much my year, just kind of talks about kind of being mindful of what is going to be coming my way, and in May and June, really, and kind of in April, because I think I skipped over my April, which is the Eight of Cups. So I think like those 3 months are going to kind of bring in some changes to kind of make in some energies. Looks like September, there's a bit of a change, but at the end of the day, there's gonna, get ready for the next year with kind of protecting myself again.
Well, my July, from July to December, looks really good, with starting with the Queen of what is this? Stakes, so Wands. So Queen of Wands, and clear my energy for what's starting to happen, because I think this is gonna kind of pick up more.
Yeah, I would say we talked about that.
Yeah.
Those things that we're gonna probably pick up more, so we're pretty excited about. Yeah.
And then I have the Four of Swords reversed, so getting restless on something.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So, and the oracle card I pulled was to avoid drama.
Oh, yeah. I'll say, yeah, that's the same month for me, too, that I have, I'm like, oh my God, I have all this stuff, all that kind of weird energy kind of going on.
Yeah. And then for September, I got the Page of Swords. And mainly the theme is more of boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, okay, so October, my birthday month is the Lovers, and then I got the Courage card that comes with it. So I don't know, you guys. It seems like
Say, yeah,
I don't know. Hey, subject to change, but that's what it's saying. And then November, December, I got the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Big shit happening.
Yeah, I know, that's good. Say mine's a little bit. Yeah, mine just has like kind of another end of something onto something new.
Yeah.
Which is nice, and my theme was the Magician, so.
Mine was the Strength card, so.
Oh, well, that's a recap of us.
And then we'll be sure to post our pictures and stuff.
Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and do a little overall reading for the signs.
Yep.
So
what is the theme for
each sign?
Earth, air, fire, water. Just one card pull.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do one card pull. They're probably tired of listening to us talk by now. So let's see. All right. This is gonna be for fire signs. You have the Seven of Cups. And realistically, you fire signs are going to have a lot of things kind of going on. You're going to kind of have everything at your feet this year. Going to have a lot of opportunities. Be careful, because realistically, not all of them are going to be good. You're going to need to make sure that you weigh your pros and cons for these ideas and opportunities.
Yeah.
Because not all of them are going to seem as bright as they appear to be.
Not all money ain't good money.
Yeah, just a little overall theme. And then this one's going to be for Earth. Oh, how fitting. It is the Four of Pentacles. Be cheap, my friends. Be cheap. My fellow Earth signs, let's be cheap. This is not the year to be spending money. Be cheap. Because realistically, being cheap this year, we're building up for an empire that's probably going to be really nice next year. But be cheap, my fellow Earth signs. Be cheap. Aries, don't be so impulsive. This is water. Cute. It is also a cup. It is Two of Cups for the water signs. And, I think that kind of talks about unity and bringing union. And because it's two people kind of coming together, but it doesn't always necessarily mean romantic. So I do think that for the water signs, that's kind of like, you're going to find some sort of satisfaction in some sort of mutual partnership, friendship, romantic. It's kind of like the vibe that I'm getting from it.
Oh.
And then my air signs. You have the 10 of Cups. So looks like you're going to have a pretty, you're going to be building up to a pretty prosperous year. You should have more good times than that, my fellow air signs. But if you make it bad, that's in your mental, that's you doing it to yourself. Crazy air signs. But no, that's kind of like the overall theme. It looks like that we have for you guys this year. Aries, don't be impulsive. Be cheap. Earth signs, water signs, it's okay to be a little bit more vulnerable, but just making sure that the partnership is mutual and beneficial. And air signs, live it up. Live it up. It's kind of like my take on that, at least.
Thank you so much, Minerva.
Oh, you're so welcome, Cordelia. Well, everyone, I hope you've enjoyed listening to us chat, and we'll be back soon with another episode.
Yeah, thanks for fucking around with us.
Yep. Talk to you guys later.
Happy New Year.
Bye-bye.
Bye.